Code either 50 to 55, but things go downhill starting Sunday. We've given you the first alert to this now for many days, so hopefully it should not come as a surprise. So tomorrow dry, milder than today. It's not going to be quite as bright. We'll say mostly cloudy as the day progresses. We do have our first alert weather day for Sunday for a storm that will last into Monday morning. Then once we get past that, we're looking fairly tranquil for a good part of next week. So with this upcoming storm against Sunday afternoon into Monday morning, there's going to be a lot of rain. Heavy at times, upwards of 2, 3, perhaps even 4 inches here within the borders of Connecticut. The wind also is going to become quite strong. The worst of it comes Sunday night to around daybreak on Monday. We're talking about gusts 45 to 55 miles an hour, so isolated power outages. With the wind direction out of the south, with the Sunday evening high tide cycle, we could see a concern for some coastal flooding. And given that that southerly flow is going to bring temps close to, say, 60 in some locations, we're not talking about any sort of snow. So as we check out current temperatures across the state, we're in the upper 30s, low 40s inland, between 40 and 45 along the shoreline. And winds right now, southeasterly, 5 to 10 miles an hour. Not bad at all compared to where we're going to see the wind go by later Sunday into Sunday night and Monday. So right now, where I can view from Waterbury, overlooking the Brass City, dry border to border. We were able to enjoy some sunshine. You can still see some of the clear sky there with some clouds scattered about southeastern Connecticut. So looking at the big view here, high pressure to our south is allowing a southwesterly flow to develop. And as the storm system from the west gets closer and intensifies, it really doesn't look like much now. But when it gets here, it's going to be taking on a much different form, taking even some tropical moisture up in our direction. So in advance of this, bringing in some very warm air as well. Temperatures as close as Washington, D.C. right now at 52, 62 in Louisville, Kentucky. We, again, late Sunday into Sunday night, could get close to perhaps even eclipse the 60-degree mark in a few locations. And then on Monday, we start the day warm and then trend cooler as the day progresses. So overnight tonight, with a partly cloudy sky, we'll see temperatures bottom out 30 to 35 inland, mid and upper 30s along the 95 corridor. And tomorrow afternoon, mid and upper 40s throughout the hills of northwest Connecticut, low 50s elsewhere inland, mid 50s throughout coastal and southeastern Connecticut. Becoming mostly cloudy, but certainly milder than today. So here's first alert futurecast, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. We're good. Looking for, again, some scattered clouds, becoming mostly cloudy. We'll start the day Sunday overcast but dry. As the day progresses, a rising chance for scattered showers. The showers turn into periods of rain, heavy at times into Sunday evening, into Sunday night, and then by Monday morning, the storm system will be exiting around the commute time, so conditions eventually will be improving. But this first alert, of course, continues into the Monday morning commute time, given that potential for rain and still a gusty wind. So 2 to 4 inches. You can see that bullseye stretches across Massachusetts here into southern New England, including us here in Connecticut. Because of that, our flood watch is in effect starting Sunday afternoon into Monday. Now, while the wind's going to be gusty here, it's going to be worse elsewhere. Long Island and as well the Cape and the islands, high wind watch has been posted for Sunday night. That's where we could see gusts as high as 65 miles an hour. So first alert futurecast, tracking the wind ramping up on Sunday. Again, out of the south, you see those wind arrows. Here's Sunday night at 11 p.m. That shade of pink, especially to our east and southeast. Here in Connecticut, we could see some of those gusts again, 45 to 55 miles an hour. So there's the concern for some isolated power outages. Then for our Monday, a little bit of a break from the strongest wind, but it switches direction to the northwest, kicks back up a bit, and that's as cooler air moves in with that change behind a cold front. So in our first alert 7-day forecast, a little unsettled to start Monday. Temperatures start warm and then get cooler as the day progresses. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week looking fairly tranquil. We do get progressively cooler as the week progresses, and then by next Friday we're back into the mid 40s. So again, much more all weekend long here from Channel 3, and of course stay up to date with the WFSB weather app.
All right, we know